The Mr. Excel podcast is brought to you by Easy Excel. Hey, welcome back to the Mr. Excel netcast. I'm Bill Jelen. All right, finally, Shaun's question. Shaun has a drop down here. He used data validation to create this drop down, and when he chooses a month, he wants a report from the appropriate section of the year worksheet to come across. Now, these reports are they're big. They're 27 rows by I think 34 columns all the way over. So I'm going to do a little bit of setup work here beforehand. I'm going to copy the January report, Control C, and then come back here to the Sheet tab, figure out where I want it to be. I'm going to Control V to paste, and then I'm also going to paste special and choose column widths. All right, and the reason I'm doing this, it makes all the column widths the right width, and the paste gets the date formats in for me. That's my whole goal. Okay, so that's a little bit of setup in advance. I know, Shaun, that's not what you're trying to do. Next, we use a really complicated formula here, equal match. Go find June within column A of the year worksheet. And what this is going to do for me is it's going to tell me where June starts, what row it starts in, comma 0. Now, I actually need that row number to be one less, so I'm going to put -1, and we'll just do a little test here. So June, it says, is 142 rows below cell A1. Let's go check. June should appear in row 143. Beautiful. Okay, all of that. So far, so good. Ready? Next up, I'm now going to choose the entire range where I want the report to appear. So those 27 rows by 34 columns, I'm going to enter one formula for that whole range. Isn't this cool? Equal offset. Offset, very powerful function. We're going to start from year, exclamation point, A1. How many rows down do we want to go? Okay, well, that's the value that's stored up here in cell B1. How many columns over? As a starting point, 0 columns over. How many rows tall? 27 rows tall. How many columns wide? 34 columns wide. And now the trick, because we want all of these answers to appear in all of these cells, I'm going to press Control, Shift, Enter. It's going to create one single array formula that has all of the data. Now let's try it. If we switch to another month, let's go back to January. You see that the dates change and everything comes across. Now, a couple of little artifacts here. Any blank cells, those show up as 0. So I might want to come back to your original spreadsheet here and actually put in spaces in those blank cells to make sure I'm not getting any zeros showing up. But in general, a good way to go. Now, Shaun did not say what he wants to do with this. I'm assuming he just wants to print it. You can't edit anything here, Shaun. You can't go to one cell and change things. Also, we're going to have kind of a hassle if you add new employees. If you have more employees, if you decide you need another position here, and you add some extra rows, that's going to be a problem. So there's some downsides to this, but maybe you make it a little bit wider to begin with, or taller to begin with. It should be a fairly cool solution for you. So, Shaun, thanks for sending that question in. Thanks to you for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another netcast from Mr. Excel.